Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jeremy Williams here, and I just wanted to give you a quick update. Right now, I'm in the middle of doing some work on the Kyosho MP9 TKi3. The other day, I went to my buddy Nick Work's house and did a fairly big project for the upcoming race season here. Uh, he helped me install the Fioroni uh, chassis here that I have. So I put the brand new one on. It looks really nice. Really nice. Let's go check out my old one. I got it somewhere. Let's see here. This is the stock one here. I'm showing you guys. Yeah, it's a little dirty. It's all discolored on the bottom, but surprisingly, there's really not a ton of wear on it. Did have front and rear skid plates, but yeah, at the important points, it's the thickness is still there. So I'll keep this as a backup, but yeah, so doing a refresher here of the Kyosho, the upcoming season here. It's cold as shit where I am in North Carolina now. It was in the 70s last week, and the other day we just got some snow. But yeah, just going through it and replacing some screws. Some of mine were pretty worn down here. So, replace these. Some screws here that hold the front and rear suspension and diff assemblies on. It's pretty crazy. I have some work to do here on the steering post and the bell cranks. It was insane. I actually had no idea, but my bearings were completely toasted, top and bottom here, and completely and utterly rusty and frozen onto the steering posts. And my buddy literally needed to heat him up with a torch, yank on him, hit him with a hammer. I mean, just to get these bearings off. They were so seized, and it's insane. I had no idea. I actually never took apart the steering assembly. I'm surprised this thing even turned, but the Send It RC, which is still doing fantastic, or did fantastic this season. I really like these servos. It did great, but yeah, got some new bearings today for this. I'm waiting on some bolts to come in the mail. The bolts that hold the posts on are pretty clapped out. This is my first year racing, and when you race, as your chassis slaps on the ground and stuff like that, these heads, they actually get worn down. And they get filled with dirt and stuff like that. You always want to clean them out and stuff like that, but there were a few that were questionable. And yeah, so we'll get some new screws in there and put those fresh bearings in. But looks really good. Sorry guys, I'm recording on my phone. Kind of shaky. But yeah, I went through. I didn't redo the diffs or anything, but I did re-grease the ring and pinion. Still got to do it for the front, but I just have it bolted up for the time being, so I didn't lose anything. But yeah, everything else is still pretty good shape. Last season I did rebuild the shocks. Did rebuild the diffs. So, I did. I can't remember anymore. I had a few of those podiums, hit a few different tracks, and did a few different test and tune sessions, or just running on the track for fun. But I did put about 40 tanks on this, and did really good. I'm glad. My buddy and I took it apart though to check some of these things, because there was definitely some wear on here. I already threw them out, but this is pretty crazy. My clutch bell bearings, I actually had this written down. They were X-ray 5x10x4s, high speed bearings. They did last 40 tanks, which don't ever do that, guys. Don't run 40 tanks, 39, 40 tanks on your bearings. When I would test it, it spun for a minute. I mean, they felt good, but when I went to take this off, the front bearing completely disintegrated in my hand. Everything, the cages, the rubber seals, the balls are all over my floor somewhere. But yeah, where is it? So I don't know, I'm just gonna throw a new clutch bell on. I'm not gonna use these ProTech bearings because I don't love them, but I do have these X-ray specific. Well, on A-Main it says they're specific for clutch bells and stuff like that. I don't know, but these are a little different. These are the ball bearings, steel sealed. My other ones were rubber sealed and high speed versions. But I'll be using these, so we'll test these out. And my old clutch shoes and stuff didn't have. I mean, there's somewhere, but not a ton. I mean, I don't know. They're kind of worn. There's that. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, I mean, they're worn to the point where, the spring was starting to rub on the clutch bell. But they're not awful. I don't even know what kind of shoes these were. I have no idea, but what we're gonna do is, or what I already did is, replace them. So, I have brand new Kyosho heavy duty aluminum shoes on here. I'm gonna run 0.95 millimeter springs. I'm stepping down from the 1.0s, just kind of testing it, just seeing how it is. But yeah, we got a brand new clutch setup on here, brand new clutch bell bearings, and a brand new clutch bell. This one's, you can tell it was slapping the chassis. I heard that's a common thing for the Kyoshos, but overall, this bell, I mean, it's not, the video is not picking it up. It has somewhere, but I mean, not really. On the teeth, I mean, there's some shininess, but there's no, grooves or anything in there, so I don't know. Probably just put the fresh one on. But, little tip for you guys, I heard it's always good to change out the spur gear and the clutch bell together so they mate properly. I'm not going to do all that, but if you guys want to be real specific and do it 100%, do that. And we're also going to go through here and put new springs and gaskets on. Took out the engine and noticed all this. It's weird when I just have the engine sitting here. It's kind of hard to show with one hand, but this kind of rocks back and forth. The gasket underneath doesn't look bad. and the springs don't seem worn out, and when it's mounted in the vehicle, there's no play here. Nothing moves, and it feels tight, but obviously, you know, something was getting out. So we're going to go ahead and replace these short manifold springs and throw a new gasket on while it's out. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update on what I was doing. This Reds has done very well. Still running it on Bones 3010, the new Red C3 plug. And again, yeah, it's got about 40 plus tanks on it. Compression's outstanding. It's very good. And engine's been good to me. Love it. I'm also running the Reds 2143, and I believe this is a medium header. So yeah, we'll go through and replace that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the Kyosho and show you the new chassis and give you an update on what I've been up to. I'm in RC car world right now. Got some new compressed air. Got enough batteries for probably next season. All in next season. Got some wings and stuff sitting here. Got parts everywhere. Got my Vortex sitting there. My Losi Truggy over here. It's my Kyosho parts. Got a few of them. And yeah. So what's up, guys? You can see me in the mirror. Isn't that crazy? There's 1,000 mirrors here. Yeah, well, highly recommend the Reds engine. Very good. Nick Works, thank you again for your help on the Kyosho. And this is Jeremy Williams, RC, and thank you for tuning in. I'm out.